Hi Earth people, I'm MH and this is the If You Would Listen channel. I'm going to be doing a series called Wild Souls in which I explore the connection between nature and humanity. Some of my personal interests include literature, astrology, psychology, philosophy, and various spiritual beliefs, particularly ones that employ female deities. And although I'd like to make it clear that I do not affiliate myself with any particular group, I will be drawing from some of these various systems to feed my ideas throughout. So in this episode, I will be exploring 1. The connection between wilderness and human beings, as seen in various texts. Secondly, I'll be looking at my favorite quotes from books that have explored these ideas. Thirdly, I'll be answering the question, are human beings really domesticated? And finally, I'll give a few of my tips on wilderness. So the first thing I'd naturally look at is the striking similarities between dogs, wolves, and human beings in some instances. Now, this is not to offend anyone. I personally love animals, so it really depends on how you look at it. I'd be like, oh, she's calling us animals. Oh, she's calling us animals. So, one example I did study was the similarities in comfort that dogs and human beings have. When dogs are nervous, they tend to lick their lips. When human beings are nervous, they do so as well. Lick-lipping has been seen as a form of comfort in nervousness in unfamiliar situations, or to make a situation comfortable in a social setting. It can also symbolize hunger and desire for both species. One other study we could look at is the unfortunate situation of feral children who have been left and abandoned and been taken into care by animals. It is interesting in itself that animals would welcome these little children, but when finding that the children ended up behaving as animals, even after being taken out of the setting and having no human behavior or little of it, it's brought up the idea of socialization. Could be that human beings are essentially born with a clean slate. There is a theory called the clean slate theory. It does have a Latin name, but I don't want to butcher that pronunciation. And some psychologists believe in this, that essentially everything is from experience and environment. So technically, human beings are not naturally domesticated as this is socialization. That is one belief. Of course, there are various others. An interesting quote from a book by Philip Vanini does say something to the nature of mushrooms, deer, humans are essentially human becomings rather than, or whatever species becomings rather than beings. And I think this is true to the fact that all nature does evolve over time, and it is interesting to evolve. It would be boring if we didn't. So there is no set way. Perhaps we come with something and we unlearn it and learn something new, or we come with nothing at all and we continue to learn and add to this and take away from this. What are your thoughts and ideas on this and everything that I've been discussing? So 2 wild tips from personal experience. I'm not a professional anyway, so don't listen to anything I say or choose to listen to whatever I say. If for some reason you are in the wilderness and your hair gets stuck in a tree branch, do not fight it. Never fight with nature, for it will fight back. Of course, I've never experienced fighting with nature because I've known not to instinctively, but I have watched unfortunate experiences. Tip number 2. regarding your instincts, perhaps attempt to interact with them differently. If you consider yourself domesticated, perhaps try to allow your instincts to flow once in a while. It is not that the effect has been repressed, but rather displaced and impossible to recognize. Everything will always express itself, whether or not you try to hide it. However, on the other side, if you follow your instincts with no abandon all the time, perhaps in some situations consider, for the well-being of yourself and those around you, just as a test, how would it work the other way? So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, learned something new, or just for your sheer entertainment. If you have any ideas of your own, please do share them in the comment section. If there's anything you'd like to discuss for me to talk about, share that as well. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, and if you are new to this channel, click the